The place you have always dreamed to visit, maybe for the first time, maybe just to return. Venice, the one and only. And you're happy to plan your trip. But wait! There's an access fee. Access fee. You have to pay and book your visit. Book your visit to obtain a QR code to access controlled points around the city. But what the... Let's put some order. From April 25, 2024, to enter in the city of Venice, you have to pay the Venice access fee if you enter between 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Not always, but on many days that you have to check. But let's hear it from the mayor of Venice lips.
Good morning, I am Luigi Brugnaro, the mayor of Venice. Venice is a fragile city, an ancient city, 1,600 years of history, a city with a very delicate balance. We need to protect her. From this year, we have established the access fee for 29 days, which are also specified on the dedicated website of the municipality of Venice. You can find out which ones you will need to have a QR code to enter the city. It is an experiment. We do it with great humility, with the desire to demonstrate that we can go from words to actions. We apologize if we will create problems, if we will have some small delays on those days, but we do it precisely because the city deserves to be protected. It is a world heritage, and we all really have to make an effort to do it. Thank you again for your contribution, thank you for your patience, and thank you for coming to Venice.
Yes, beautiful words, but of course he's a politician and he knows how to deliver explanations. Nevertheless, he said it clearly, it's an experiment. And usually that's a term to say to people, don't worry, maybe it's nothing. But once they've started, you don't know when they are going to stop, where, and if. However, we and many others have questions and observations. Many people, starting from Venice inhabitants, are already protesting. Let's see one point at a time. In many days, QR code is needed. When it will be extended to all year long? Now it's from 8:30 to 4 p.m. When it will be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? First thing suspicious. If you book one night stay, you don't have to pay. In Venice, there are so many things to see. Who goes for a visit from morning to afternoon? There are exemptions. For example, children, inhabitants, workers, etc. But even if you have exemption, you have to register and obtain QR code. If you book for a night, you don't pay, but need the QR code. So, is it all about control? Hear the tourism counselor.
I am Simone Venturini, Tourism Counselor of Venice, a unique city full of initiatives, events and activities all year round. The whole world would like to visit Venice, and this is an honor for us. But not everyone in the world is able to do so.
He says on the same day, but remember, it's an experiment. Experiment to see what is the limit of control. And if one day they'll put a closed number access, well, if you are a foreigner and Venice asks you a fee and a code, we can talk about it. But there's a serious legal constitutional problem if you are Italian. Article 16 of the Italian Constitution says every citizen can circulate and stay freely in any part of the national territory, unless for public health or public security reasons. Venice is an Italian real city, it is supposed, although resident population is constantly going down. But it's not an amusement park, as residents have been saying in their protests for years. Along the time, from a real city, it has become a hotel city and restaurant. Moreover, there are 2,000 empty houses, not a park and not a zoo, as residents say. Quote, "We are not animals at the touristic zoo and touristic market of the mayor." All this control, what is it really for? How about the passengers from the Titanic cruise ships that they are planning to let arrive more and more to Venice? Are they going to get QR code and pay the fee? The people of Venice don't want that horrible cruise ships, and they are angry with the mayor. In the city of Casanova and the masks, the mayor speaks with humility, he says. Oscar Wilde used to say, "Give a man a mask and he will tell you the truth." The mayor forgot his Venetian mask. Venice was the head of an ancient empire. Marco Polo, most famous Venetian, traveled half the world without motors and entered in so many different cities and was in so good relations with that Kublai Khan that was, say, a very great mayor. Now all the world wants to come to Venice, as they say. We will see if the tourists will have a good relation with the actual Khan of Venice. His people don't, as I personally found out. Verbalization of actions and explanations by the mayor are not the complete reality of things. Talking about masks, Nietzsche said that there are two masks, one good and one bad. Which mask are you wearing? Death in Venice is the famous novel by Thomas Mann. One of its meanings is perhaps the decay and conflict of our society. Of course, we don't want the death of Venice for too many visits, but neither the death of our society in Venice.